on the traditional land of the Haudenosaunee. I also want to recognize the amazing essential workers that are out there fighting COVID-19. I have friends and family that are doing both. So I just wanted to make that recommendation before I introduce the FM Gamers. Welcome to the show. My name is Jesse. I am the game master for the FM Gamers. The game we are playing is Monster of the Week. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. This is set in the Five Corners Mall, which happens to sit at the nexus of all space, time, and reality, which is why I have this big snowflake-looking thing behind me. And yeah, I'll introduce that core mechanic. But before I do, the most important part of the show is, of course, the players. So why don't we go around? Jane, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Sorry.
Yay, Jane!
Yay, Jane!
I couldn't come off mute. Hello, I am Jane Calvert, and I am playing Glowfree, the Monstrous. Glowfree is a being made almost entirely out of light, and they have learned that they're not only very fast, kind of like the Flash, but they also can sometimes move through physical things. And they recently found a really cool store in the mall called Town & Country that has it's fully stocked with everything they could ever possibly need to hide out for a few days if necessary. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome. Alana, how about you?
I am Alana Smith. You can find me on Twitter as Princess O Gaming. I am currently playing the spooky Jessica Rodriguez, and I just recently stole. I totally did this. I stole a move from the Divine's character sheet and have the flying ability, but because I am very, very goth, it's actually a shadow sidestep ability.
Of course.
So,
which is cool.
And last but never least, Jerry.
I'm Jerry Meyer, GM Gerrymander online, and I am playing Chad Brosnacki. He's the initiate, basically a monster hunter of sort in training and trying to research what's going on here at the mall. I am also the manager of Stuff, which is like a 80s era Spencer Gifts. And I have my apprentice, Kelly, who also works there. That's Kelly with 3 E's and 2 L's. So we're all excited to get back to exploring the mall.
Excellent. And so before we get into when last we left the group, I want to go over the basic mechanic of the game. We will tell a story together, and as we're telling that story, sometimes something will happen that will be a challenge of some kind. I've got some charts here that kind of help me guide what's going to happen and everything. And when there is one of those challenges, I'm going to throw it out to whoever is doing it that they need to roll 2d6s, which I was going to hold up, but I can't because I literally don't have any here because I don't need dice. And then
you're the GM.
I don't. Yes.
2d6.
And then I will interpret those as appropriate. Last time we left. We had a flashback to when the group kind of first met. Specifically when Chad and Jessica, who kind of grew up together, met Glowfree for the first time, and the three of you really dealt with something weird at the mall, which turned out to be a weird necromancer guy. A little less we say about him, the better, because but before that, the mall weird things at the mall had begun to escalate, right? You had to deal with some possessed, fluffy Care Bear type things.
Happy time fun things?
Happy floofs, yes.
Happy
Happy
floofs.
floofs. Happy time floofs or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's great that I can't remember any of the dumb stuff I made up.
I wrote some of their names down, like the exclusive one for Tepid Forum. That's just what I'm going to call my store. Tepid Forum was the sloth.
sloth.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. There's so much fun that we've done in this game that I've forgotten some of it. But then we've dealt with some ghosts, and we have had some weird stuff just going on in general. There's a big house party. But today, yesterday was Thanksgiving for everybody in the area. I know it's not really that, but so that makes today the greatest day for any mall worker to be at work. Anybody that has worked at the mall can just know that it's such a wonderful time. No, it's always the worst day, which is why I wanted to have a big event there. It is Black Friday.
Oh, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Since we have to follow corporate rules,
Yeah.
were any of the stores open early on Thanksgiving?
No.
Okay.
Like the local Limelorite malls, the Five Corners Mall does not open all night.
Okay.
Which is the only good thing I'll say about the owners of those local malls.
I was also gonna be like, because I'm a full-time manager at Tempid Forum, I would get Thanksgiving off because they don't want to pay me twice. Like because it's a holiday,
right.
But anyway, if the mall is closed on Thanksgiving, then we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I never heard of a mall closed on Thanksgiving.
What? Most malls are closed on Thanksgiving.
That was an Arlo Guthrie reference.
No. Okay. Well, that being said, before anything goes on, practically overnight glow free. The mall is different than it was. There are things hanging in places where there weren't things before. Many of them shine in weird ways. People have taken tiny bulbs of light and just wrapped them around different foliage for whatever reason. There are, I don't know,
there's
what are
lots
some
of,
other
like white fluffy stuff all over the place.
Yes.
And there's boxes that are empty, but they're wrapped up in like brightly colored paper as if they're something special. But
yeah,
we all know they're empty boxes.
Right.
There's a lot of that kind of stuff.
There's a horrible man in red ringing a bell way too loud.
Yeah, he's nobody knows when he arrived, but he is just out front. And nobody has ever seen his face. Not that he doesn't have a face, it's just that I think nobody actually looks at his face. Yeah. Although, I think this year, since things are different, usually there's a man in red. There is, and he's wearing a red jacket and he's got a hat on. Although besides that, he's wearing a complete Easter Bunny outfit. Yeah, and he's dinging the bell, you know. But that like soulless, eyeless mask that only mascots have, that are, you know, way more terrifying than they really should be for what cute animals should be. But yeah, they're out front and glow free. This has all happened in your mall. Everything's brighter than it used to be, but of course it's not nearly as bright as you.
Nothing could be quite as bright as me, and if there is, then it's gonna change.
Well, you're gonna make that different. Yeah, that makes sense. Chad and Jessica, you're both managers.
Yes.
I feel like you have to come in and open.
Of course.
And of course, I mean, they're not open on Thanksgiving Day, which is really nice that they give you the day off. They do, however, open up at 6 a.m. on Black Friday. Chad, what are some of the specials that Stuff is having?
Let's see, we're having a buy one get one half off sale on novelty underwear. We're going to have a 50% off sale on all blacklight posters.
Quick question for you on the novelty underwear. If you buy one fully on, is it you buy one fully like worn, and then the other one is half off your body, right?
No. I don't. We're not one of those places that sells used underwear, so no, we don't do that.
Okay.
And you are not allowed to try it on in the store. We're not Fredericks of Hollywood, so.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we're gonna have a sale on. We'll have a sale on blacklight posters, and novelty items that are totally not bongs, and we're gonna have a markdown on all of our professional muscle massagers. So
is there a sign in your store that says for tobacco only?
No, just for novelty only, because
okay, for novelty only. Okay.
Yes, because Chad wouldn't promote smoking, so
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that used to be a thing that people were like, "Whoa, better the kids smoke tobacco than weed."
Exactly. So yes, we're selling all sorts of assortments, and of course, because we're having a sale on all of the muscle massagers, I have stocked up extra on batteries.
Okay.
So that we have enough to go through. Nothing more annoying than not having batteries for your stuff.
All right. So is that like a add-on at the register?
Yes. Big box of batteries.
Batteries.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Jessica, how about you? What are the deals for the day for Black Friday? I mean, it feels perfect for Tepid Forum to have a big Black Friday.
So everything's 50% off.
Okay.
But that's only if you have a Tepid Forum account.
Mm-hmm.
You can also earn Tepid Cash during this day.
Okay.
So every $50 that you spend at the Tepid Forum, you get a $25 coupon for when we have our Tepid Cash special in January. And you'll get 25 off of 50, so you'll get the 50% off again, but it'll be during the January time frame. So you get 50% off today because it's Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks so much for letting us open at 6:00 instead of 4. And yeah, so it's off of everything, but only if you have the Tepid Forum account. So
Okay.
you need to have an email, and you need to have a name or whatever, and then we sign you up. And then there is
Do people often not have names? Because that might be a concern.
Yes. Often people don't like giving us their name.
It potentially happens more often at this mall than not, because sometimes just people show up that don't have names. But it's a thing.
But yeah, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
And then as an incentive for all of my employees, because everybody has to work today, I did go and get bagels and donuts and drinks. So
okay,
we have coffee, we have juice, we have milk, we have all of the bagels, we have like 3 different flavors of cream cheese, 2 different flavors of butter, so like regular butter and cinnamon butter, because cinnamon butter, and then we also have donuts. And if any of my employees are vegetarian or vegan, we also have some sort of other spread, probably avocado. And yeah, so like, and that's all paid by corporate.
Really?
Yeah. So we're Tepid Forum has a budget based on how much shrinkage they don't have. And with my new superpowers of being able to sidestep into shadow and scare the shit out of customers. I'm able to cause a lot less shrink in my store, and therefore they gave us a budget of like $100 to $200 for food on Black Friday, which is actually a thing that when real life Alana worked at Torrid, we had like $150 towards our budget for Black Friday food.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
That's cool.
yeah. Not only do they give us like one free bra a year working at Torrid, they also gave us budget for food and snacks.
Yeah.
So
It was
yeah.
it was like that for me when I worked at the fruit stand as well. I mean, they did it kind of random times, but yeah, it was always a big thing with Black Friday. So, that being said, you're coming in. It's way earlier than you're ever here. But I think Jessica and Chad, are you carpooling? Because you were probably coming from the same place, given that Thanksgiving dinner was yesterday.
Sure, we can carpool.
We can totally carpool because he doesn't have a car. I have a car.
Okay. And yeah, you're coming in the usual entrance by the food court.
Okay.
And most of the places are getting ready to open. But you notice that More Mediterranean is already open.
Good.
And Foster is sitting there, and he's reading something very intently.
Okay.
Oh, did Chad want to get any snacks for his employees? Because I would have stopped at the
Chad's gonna get something right from More Mediterranean right here in the store, because he's always had something unusual for breakfast. So I'm gonna go over and get. I'm not sure how many employees I have. Besides, we've only ever seen myself and Kelly. So I don't know if I have any other employees.
Well, Gunter used to work there, right? Or does work there?
Yeah, but no, Gunter's the area manager.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So I'm sure I have other employees. Just nobody ever sees them. So yeah, I'll stop at More Mediterranean and pick up a few things.
All right. Before we do that, Lana, the place where you got the donuts and the bagels is a place called Food with Holes in It. Also, coffee.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Which, by the way, it's a real thing. I've always said that if I ever started a place that sold donuts and bagels, I would call it Food with Holes in It. So, and like bunt cake was the other thing that I would sell there.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, Swiss cheese. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of food that. Why does so much food have holes in it?
Pretzels.
Melts on bagels.
Hot pretzels.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's true. Huh.
Do bubbles count as holes? Because drinks usually have bubbles.
I guess it would be. Yeah. But also coffee is the whole thing. Also, coffee is in the name. But you're gonna stop by at More Mediterranean then?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least to say hi to Foster, and then Chad was gonna buy stuff.
Yep.
As you walk up, he doesn't look up from what he's reading.
Good morning.
But he's no. What? Who are you?
It's Chad.
Judd.
Chad from Stuff.
Oh, Judd from Stuff. And we are friends, yes?
Of course we are.
Yes, then we know friends. We're good, long-time friends.
Very good.
Chad!
Friends.
And your friend here, who is new.
Oh, this is my sister Jessica.
Your sister Jessica. I've known her a long time, huh?
Yeah, Foster.
Yes.
I've
Jessica, good to see you this morning.
Yeah. What's with the accent? Like.
Accent?
Yeah.
I don't know where your accent came from.
Oh, mine's is like Midwest America, but yours is usually like New York.
No, that's all things. That's New York. That's New York City pizza, actually, that has the
No,
Chicago accent.
she's right. He usually has that. Well, he kind of has a Rochester
he?
accent, actually.
Okay. Okay.
As I've described.
I got Ratata accent.
Wa-cha-cha. Long letters.
Yeah, with the long letter. Actually, with a minute lasting 2 weeks.
It's true.
I had to learn that syntax when I moved to Rochester.
In a Rochester minute. It's not a New York minute.
Yeah, New York minutes like 30
I have
seconds.
no idea what you're talking about.
I'm good friends with both of you. Have been long time.
Yes.
Great. Well, goodbye.
Are you okay, Foster? Don't you remember us?
What? No, of course I remember. Good friends. Good friends.
Can
Yes.
I read his mind, please?
Oh, absolutely. Roll two dice and do that thing. Are you the spooky? Spooky.
8.
All right. So
I could take myself off of mute again. We almost had a guest appearance from Ange of the gnome stew because she was making her dinner.
She was in the background.
Well, everybody listen to Gnome Stew. It's awesome.
Definitely.
So you're are you reading the situation, or are you? You're more investigating, aren't you?
Yeah, read a bad situation.
Yeah.
Without actually needing to talk. And I got an 8. So that's definitely a yes, but
Yeah.
So it could be like I get to read his mind. I also get to read his mind.
Yeah.
But that's up to you because you're the GM.
No, you do get to you're basically reading a bad situation. He's not going to know that you are getting some sort of image from him. You're able to get something. So go ahead and ask me a question. It can be, there are the options in read a bad situation. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any danger? None of those make sense. You can also make a question.
Oh yeah. So like my question was gonna be, what's wrong with Foster? Like,
what's wrong with Foster?
His accent is weird. Is he like being is he being possessed right now? Because that happens every so often, and the ghosts don't really like it when I deal with them when they possess somebody in my mall.
It does happen sometimes. That is not the case. When you read his mind, what you get is that he's super nervous because he knows he's not supposed to be here. That's the thing that you get from him.
Okay.
So, while this is going on, Glowfree, you've been going around. Is there anything specific that you want to kind of investigate in this whole thing? There's some unique setups in the mall. There's also more kiosks that are going up.
I mean, I feel like I've seen this kind of strange transformation before.
Sure. Sometimes it's like weirdly pastel with all.
Yes, I mean the mode of transformation is sometimes different.
Yeah.
But this quick change frequently does happen.
Yeah.
And this one in particular with all the white fluffy things and the person in the red suit that's a bunny suit this year. And
well, he's the one ringing the bell out front. Yeah.
Yes. I believe his name is Ding Dong, but I am not sure.
That's fair.
That's just what everybody else calls him.
that may be true. I haven't asked him.
We don't want to
But-
give him eye contact or anything, because then he's he's kind of like a mall walker. They will trap you into conversation, but then he makes you put money in the red bucket.
Yes, exaggerated sigh. So I think the thing that Glowfree is most irritated by in this whole transformation is that there's in the largest courtyard in the mall, there's a really big fountain that usually has some pretty like pastel lights or rainbow lights that shine on it and whatever, and usually that's fine because it's just some colored light and it's not a big deal. It just sparkles on the water and it's pretty. But they've put up this giant tree there that has like flashlights beaming out of it, and this giant star on top looks like a sun.
Yeah.
And Glowfree just isn't really okay with that.
No.
Because no one asked for their permission. And so they probably are like the big tree lighting ceremony is today at like noon or something, and there's going to be probably going to be like caroling and all this exaggerated hullabaloo, and Glowfree just wants to like prevent that sun from going on.
Okay, I like that. So you're like, you're seeing this and you're like, it's not lit up yet then.
No, it is not. But Glowfree
But you
remembers
see the
last
bulbs,
year.
you see everything ready to go, and you're like, yeah, this can't be good. This is a bad deal.
No, it's a very bad
fair.
omen. Not okay.
That's fair. Yeah, and one of the things you've noticed is that right near there, so that's kind of in one of the bigger open atriums, and right near there, they set up this little stage and they put a throne on that stage, and the throne is sitting there. It's empty right now, but you've seen people that are wearing these green uniforms, so they must be a military of some kind. But not a very good military, at least not a very stealthy military, because there's bells on these
shoes with bells. Yes.
They're not sneaking up on anybody. These are not ninjas, or if they are, they're very, very confident ninjas.
And they have weird pointed things on their ears.
Yeah, they've like pointed ears, which is not a thing you commonly see on human ears. But other creatures sometimes have pointed ears, so
Seems normal.
yeah, it could be. But they're kind of mulling around, and they're kind of getting things ready in that area. One of them has set up a tripod with a camera on it, that's aimed at the throne.
I also do not like camera flashes. Oh my gosh.
I figured, that wouldn't be a thing that you would enjoy much. So there's a lot of activity going on in here that is disconcerting to say the least. But you do coming around the corner. Oh no, actually, I don't know if we've left Foster's yet. Yeah, I think Chad and Jessica, after a while, you realize that Foster's just not going to make food right now.
Right.
Then why is he open?
In fact, I'll even give you this. You're getting the idea that he doesn't know how to make food.
What?
You've definitely had food from this restaurant that this man, who is the only one that runs it and operates it, is like, this is his place. But for whatever reason, he doesn't seem to know how to make food, or want to.
Foster?
Yes.
But what's today's date?
Today's date is it is Black Friday, and it is November. He tells you whatever the date is.
It's correct, even the year?
It's correct. Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, of course I know date. You know, and I know your birthday is on. It's on a phone. You know, because we know each other was good friends. So, but yeah, no, I don't do food today.
And why are you open?
What? Oh, well, you know, it's um, um you know, it's work. That's I'm working.
What are you doing for work?
Oh, there's lots of cleaning. I'm gonna clean today. Many
Okay, well,
cleans.
you're gonna have to put the book down.
Well, actually, when you look at it, it's a file, like a file of some kind in a black folder.
Oh. Can I take it?
It is immediately in front of him, so you can try to.
Okay.
Let's call that act under pressure.
Okay. Act under pressure, pushing down on me, pressing down on you. Ha 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 ha. 11.
11. Oof. Yeah, actually, you mentioned that he remembers the folder. He looks down, and you're just able to grab it.
Oh, yeah.
Really, right from yeah, and
Not only am I really good at like stopping people from stealing, I can also take all the stuff that they tried to steal from my store because there's shadows in people's pockets.
yeah. So it just and it's in your. Before he knows it, it's in your hand.
And I have it open and I'm starting to read it.
It is in a language that you've never seen before.
It's not in Russian?
No.
Oh. Hey, Chad, do you know what this language is?
Chad goes up to read the language. Let's see. Well, he's a magic wielder.
Okay.
And so he's gonna take a picture of that language. And
Yeah.
I'm going to contact my sect. I'm going to call them up. I'm going to use my snap a picture, make a cell phone call, and try to get some information about what this symbol might mean. And out of character, that's a special move I have. So at the beginning of every adventure, once I find the mystery, I can call my sect about information about the mystery.
Okay.
So,
do you need to roll anything for that, or?
I do.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a call and ring it up. Found something interesting we're not familiar with. Wonder if you guys have ever seen this. I take a picture. Let's send it over to you right now. So I roll and add my charm. So I rolled a 5. So that is not a success. So on a miss, they're gonna on a success, they give you useful info. On a 7 to 9, they give you a mission. And on a miss, they ask me to do something bad. So they're gonna ask me to do something bad about this.
Okay, so you get a call, and it's that muted noise, like fake voice thing, right?
Yes.
Operative Chad Brzezowski. You, to whomever has seen these symbols, you must eliminate them.
Oh.
And it hangs up.
Interesting.
Glow free.
That's not good.
As you're standing there, as you're doing whatever you're doing. I mean, well, actually, let me ask this: how about what are you doing?
Glowfree is watching all of this activity of this strange, pointy-eared military faction.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they do seem organized like a military faction. So I think they're pretty sure that they must be. And they have some of them have those pricing sticker guns, but surely they do something else. They probably have a hidden weapon function. And some of them have extra bells. and they're setting out like tables with lots of different sized bells on them, on top of like more of that white fluffy stuff. Maybe there's a bell choir later or something.
Oh yeah.
For Carol of the Bells, of course. And so they're just trying to assess the situation, see what kind of a threat this military faction will be, because they haven't quite seen them exactly like this before. And the uniform is different. And they want to make sure that the military faction will not be a threat when Glowfree sabotages that sun, so it cannot turn on.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because the more you watch them, the more you realize that they just don't seem to really want to be here. You know, like you're thinking that they may be lulling you into a false sense of security, because they seem bored, they seem annoyed, they seem to not want to do things. But then that all kind of changes when you hear from one of the hallways, the internal mall hallways. You hear this like low growl, and they all kind of look at it. And one of them looks at the other one, and she says, "Is that him?" And the one she's talking to, I don't know. You go check. And so she starts to walk over towards that door, and you can actually sense like the warmth coming off of that door, but it's not the door to hell.
Okay,
It's
I was
not.
like,
Okay.
it's
I was,
not
I was,
the door to-
Okay. What is it the door to? Is it just like an access door? Is it
It's
a
an
door
access
to
door to the outside, so like mall employees and whatnot can use it.
I'm gonna follow that person to the door.
Okay.
Like a very bright shadow.
Okay. I mean, she kind of notices you, but she doesn't really seem to. But she seems a little bit glad that, like, at least the AI is near her.
I'm a very reassuring presence.
Yeah. And she pushes open the door, and inside, you see this figure. He is massive. He's got this big barrel chest, and around that barrel chest, he's got this this dark red coat just wrapped kind of tightly on him, and he's got it's fur lined, but the fur is like kind of like yellow stained, like it would be white, but it's kind of yellowish. And
how much of the pipe he smokes?
He has to lean way down in the hallway, but then you realize as he's stepping out of it that his legs are recurved and hooved, and that's so that he can stand up. When he stands up straight, you realize he has two massive curling horns on his head, and a little red hat with a little ball on it, but basically the same color as his jacket. And he's dragging a number of, well, they're not really bells, they're more kind of like chains behind him. And he's got a sack on his back, and something in the sack is moving. And he says, "I'm Santa. I'm here for the children."
Great.
And that's actually
this is
exactly what the elf says. Okay, great. We got got Santa's throne ready for you. It's should be comfortable. You look a little different than the guy from last year. He was busy this year. And he starts walking kind of slowly over to the throne. And he realizes he's just not going to fit in this thing. Chad and Jessica, you you have just, Chad, you've just been told something really bad from your.
Yes. I closed the phone up.
Yeah.
And I will.
Were they helpful? Did they give you anything?
I look and I say, you didn't see this.
Nope, I didn't see it. But I might need to go to Tome Raider, the bookstore, and see if there's any translation
I think that's a good idea.
for the thing I didn't see.
I'm gonna run down real quick and drop off breakfast with Kelly, then I'll meet you at Tome Raider.
Awesome.
There's one hiccup. The mall is going to open very soon.
I have a sword.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You have
I don't know if you've
sword or a store. Like
A
I will
sword.
believe either of
Sword.
those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, I have the bag full of odd things. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Black Friday traffic coming into the mall. They wouldn't stop for a sword.
Yeah, they're
But
not
a
gonna
sword
stop.
would feel useful.
It would give you that sense of security maybe.
minimum safe distance. So.
Good hiding spot would work with that too.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean that's
Crap.
the thing. The two of you really kind of have to get to your stores and get them open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lunchtime. We can meet at Tome Raider at lunchtime.
Sounds good.
Uh,
Wait, they give you lunch on Black Friday? They let you leave for lunch on Black Friday?
Yes.
We were always
I
told-
have an assistant manager.
We were always told we had to stay in the store the entire time.
Yeah, if you don't have another manager. Did you not hire an assistant manager for your store?
I don't know how many employees I still have.
Somewhere between 2 and 9.
Yeah, there are times that I have the number of employees I have is an imaginary number.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
Square root of -1.
And
something like that.
sometimes the stuff just sells itself, literally.
Exactly. That's true also.
Now I can just ring myself out, boss. I'm fine.
Yeah, he's not lying.
But on your way to your store, you happen to see Glowfree, and Glowfree is near the Santa. The Santa's Winter Palace is the name of the display. It's
Okay.
where the tree is and everything. Santa this year, though, it's hard to place. You don't want to be rude or anything to people, but there's something a little bit different about him.
Does he look like you've described?
Oh yeah.
I mean, with my initiate background, I will zone in immediately on what's going on here.
Yeah. Santa's a Krampus.
Yeah.
It's Krampus. Okay.
Yeah.
I work for Tempid Forum. We probably have some pop culture stuff that we sell of him.
You probably got some
Probably.
Krampus stuff.
Yeah.
Probably. You got some good Krampus.
I'm just confused as to why he's wearing red, because normally his colors are green.
Yeah. Oh, and he has a little like yellowed beard hanging from his face too. It's clearly like attached over his ears.
Okay.
Are we gonna go over and scold him for not wearing the proper attire? Or?
He is wearing the proper attire.
He is wearing
I guess.
the proper attire. It's just stained.
As soon as Glowfree sees Chad and Jessica, they're going to kind of like and appear next to them and be like, this guy is here for the children.
He always
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, but in a creepy, maybe I'm gonna eat you kind of way, and there's something in his bag that's alive. And you can't let them light this tree up.
Okay. So what's more important right now, Glowfree? The fact that there's this weird guy with a bag with a wiggling thing in it, or the tree lighting up?
I mean, clearly the tree, but we have
Okay.
a little bit of time on that because it's not until whenever that weird tree lighting thing is that it happens every year. I think it's at midday.
Hmm.
So maybe we can focus on this other thing for now.
That's probably a good idea.
But I know you have to open your stores. I mean, I know it's way early for you to be here anyway. I mean, I could just go like get in the bag and find out what's in there.
Well, I think we have a pretty good idea what's in the bag.
How?
Yeah. Well,
Because he's a Krampus.
yeah, he's Krampus, so there's probably already a bad child in his bag.
Yeah, probably a naughty child.
What?
So there's probably a naughty child in there.
Or one of those balls that automatically like and like moves around.
But
It,
all
it would be
children
making a different
are
sound.
bad. I'm confused.
It's his lunch.
I'm not arguing with her on this, by the way.
It's his lunch. Because, it's just cheaper to bring your lunch on Black Friday. Because
True.
there's lines are a fact of life on Black Friday.
Right, but even bad children shouldn't be killed.
I don't think Krampus doesn't actually kill them. He just carries them off and beats them with sticks for a very long time until they learn to no longer be bad.
But if it's his
thought he
lunch,
ate them.
I mean, maybe we should just ask. And
Yeah,
I could
we
go
can
pick up takeout
totally
from
go
Red
ask.
Robin.
This is also true.
Oh, yeah.
Also true.
I mean, who doesn't love a milkshake?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, suddenly Jesse wants a milkshake so bad.
Yeah. Or the ice cream float.
I could mess with an ice cream float right now. Yeah. So Glofer, you're gonna go ask?
Sure. You know
Go
what?
for it.
I'm gonna do the polite thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to approach Mr. Red Suit with horns.
Yeah.
In a, professional AI manner.
Mhm.
And say, you two go open your stores. If I need anything, I'll just, I'll run over.
One of the bell
and-
soldiers did call him Santa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will be extremely polite. And
Yeah.
I will say, hello, Mr. Santa in a red suit with horns. Hello.
Yes.
I just wanted to inquire as to your needs for today and about your wriggling sack has me a bit concerned, and I have heard that perhaps you enjoy eating children, and I wanted to make clear that that's not really a thing that can happen here in this mall.
I do not eat children.
Excellent. So you're on a diet. Okay. What do you eat? Because I can pick up something for lunch for you.
That would be lovely. I would enjoy a salad.
Any particular kind? Like, no finger and toe croutons. We don't have those.
Could I get a caprese salad?
You betcha. Anything else I could do for you?
A bottle of water wouldn't hurt.
Excellent. And what's in the bag?
That is none of your concern.
Okay. Is it making any sounds or just
No, it's just kind of wriggling.
I am going to use my unnatural appeal and attempt to convince him to understand that in fact it is my business what's in his bag.
That is to
And,
manipulate someone.
That I get to roll my weird instead of my charm.
Okay.
To manipulate. And I have a 6 plus 3, so that's a 9.
That is a 9.
Nice.
So I explained, well, I'm sorry. Part of my job as the AI of the mall is that I'm, I help out security. So it's really important to me that I check everyone's bags, so that security knows that everything is on the up and up. You understand? It's not something I want to do, but I do need to know what is in your bag.
That makes perfect sense. I cannot argue with that in any way. And the result is they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. And what he says is, as security, then, as he lifts up his bag, I would expect that you'll make sure the tree lighting goes off without any issues.
Absolutely. Yes, that's a very important ceremony today.
And he opens it up, and what you see inside it appears to be a spiral galaxy of some kind. It's kind of just slowly spinning around.
Like a tablet or like
No, like planets, and like you can see the core of the galaxy, and I don't know why I'm showing you down here. Core of the galaxy, and there's lights and around it and everything, and it's kind of spinning around, and once in a while you see some other movement in there and everything.
this is very, very beautiful. Is it volatile in any way? Any potential concerns if it were to be disrupted, or if the orbits change or something? I mean, obviously we don't want something like that, but just want to make sure it's not dangerous.
Are you a deity?
Not that I'm aware of.
Then no.
Great.
He closes up the bag, sets it aside.
Thank you so much, Mr. Santa Red Suit with horns. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'll bring your lunch by right at 11:30.
Of course. And as you're leaving, he just kind of he lowers his head a little bit and he touches his horns a little bit, like oh, I pointed out the horns,
When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes.
Really? Why?
We have to watch that movie together. This is me out of character. I'm doing out of character for this.
I know
Okay.
I know the half moose, but I don't know what movie you're talking about. So great.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
I've seen that movie. I thought. Apparently
Yeah.
not.
It's just after they go do re egon.
Oh, somebody asks if you're a god. No, that's the very end of it.
Is it
Yeah.
the very end?
Yeah.
And that's at the very, very end when the evil monster looks at them and says, "Are you gods?" And he says no, and they finally. And then Winston says, "Next time, Ray, if someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes."
Yeah.
Wait, see at the end. Good for
Speaking of
Yes.
evil monsters,
We're going to my store?
you'd think so. So Jessica, you're getting everything there. Damien's kind of standing there. He's been waiting for a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I hand the big bag box thing of food to Damien, and I unlock the doors.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's he's got it going. He lifts it up, and he says, "I'll go get the signs from the back." Meanwhile, Chad, Kelly is also waiting out front. She has a couple of coffees with her,
Okay.
and
Alright.
as you're leaning down to open the gate, your phone is ringing.
All right. So I open the gate, lift it up. Let's get things started. And as I go, I flip open the phone. I've got a flip phone apparently. I flip open the phone.
I know you said that before. I was like, great.
I have phones back when they were still cool. I open up the flip phone and
It was the free Motorola.
well, no, you know where I work. It's probably like a replica Star Trek
Oh
There's
yeah,
a series
does the
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's got the whole screen up there. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hello, you're talking to Chad.
You recognize the number actually? It's Gunter.
Gunter, all right. I'm like, Gunter.
Chad, my boy.
We're just opening the store up now.
Yeah, great. Who cares? Whatever. Yes. Of course, opening the store. That's very important on this day, which is a Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay. Good. But is the specialist there yet?
The specialists.
Yes.
I don't believe so.
Yes. We sent a specialist.
There's a Krampus here.
Krampus. Seems odd. Is it? Oh, it's Friday. Ah, yes. Okay. Excellent. Don't stare at his horns. They're weird about that. But yes, the specialist should be there at any moment now. He'll help you with your little problem. So, as he's saying that, you see somebody walking down the hallway. He looks really kind of familiar. He's wearing a dark blue light jacket. He's got khaki pants on, sensible shoes, and
Is it Jake from State Farm?
no, it's not Jake from State Farm.
That would be great if he was the specialist, because you totally just said he was wearing khaki.
That's right.
That would have been cool, and I'm tempted, but no. Instead, he walks up to you and he says, "I'm going to try this. Hey, are you Chad?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. My name's Tom Hanks."
Hello, Tom Hanks.
Now we go to break.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the FM Gamers, I am Jesse, the Game Master. As we went to break, the group hadn't even managed to open the mall yet, and mystery abounds already. With the appearance of a very oddly, I guess it's either an oddly uniformed Santa or Krampus, or a unusual person, perhaps, to be playing Santa, and also there is something going on with some weird language. Their friend Foster is acting weird. And the Ancient Order has asked Chad to eliminate this person and has sent along a specialist who turns out to be our special guest star, Tom Hanks. So, so that's where we were. Jessica.
Yes.
How does opening the store go for you?
Like usual. We put the sign out of the way of the mall walkers. Everything's 50% off. The signs are that annoying green and red colors.
Mm-hmm.
But corporate made it easy for us this year to make it 50% off everything. Then we have a goal of seeing how many of the Tempid Forum credit cards we can get to open today. Because if they open a credit card, they will get an additional percentage off. So not only is it 50%, they will get an additional like 40% or whatever off. But that's only if they can open it. So like if they get approved at the register, they get their credit card and then they can use it that day. And they can only get the 40% off on top if they use the credit card.
Okay.
Oh.
That's does that end up being 90% off?
No.
Oh.
So it's 50% off, and then it's 40% off of the 50% off.
50% off. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not that they're only paying 10%. It's that they're. I could do the math for you if you really want me to.
I don't.
But it's not 90%. It's not.
That's fair.
You don't add the percentages. It's a multiplication application.
Okay. But everything's going fine.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's going fine. There's a bunch of moms and grandmothers and grandfathers and dads that don't really know what they're looking for. So I make them describe to me what it is, and I've gotten really good at guessing what pop culture reference they're trying to figure out.
Yeah, actually, as things move along just early on, it's about, so you've got everybody in the store, all the employees are in the store.
Yeah, so like I have and they're coming in shifts. So
Yeah.
like I have myself
Yeah.
in the morning, and then Ashley became the assistant manager this year.
Okay.
And she didn't walk away. That was
nice.
improvement. And
Damien is there too.
Yeah, Damien, he's there as part of my opening team. He's also full-time. But yeah, so I staggered the shifts so that way like everybody else covers for everybody, and everybody's getting at least a full 8 hours, if not 12.
Okay.
Because corporate gave me the permission to give everybody full hours for this week.
Sure.
Everybody gets 40 hours this week, but Damien normally gets 40 hours. And then yeah, so sales are going really well.
Yeah. It's a little ways into the day, and you notice kind of like through the hubbub that Damien is just, it's literally, I mean, maybe it's not a little ways into the day, I should say. It's like half an hour in. And Damien is walking out from the back, and he's got a cup of coffee and a bagel in his hand, and he looks like he's about to walk out of the store.
Damien, what are you doing?
What? How'd you get up there? Why'd you change your clothes?
I didn't. This is Black Friday attire.
Oh. Yeah, it's not that different, I guess. I don't know, you look different.
Well, you're not supposed to have food and drink out on the floor.
Yeah, I'm going on break. You just sent me on break.
We've only been here half an hour, Damien.
That seemed weird, I know, but you sent me on break, boss. I don't... Do you not want me to go on break?
How long do you think you've been working today so far?
Like half an hour. I mean, I got here a little early to help with the setup and everything, so, 45 minutes.
Okay.
I can go back. I just, you said go on break, and I went on my break.
Okay. Well, your first break was scheduled 4 hours in, not a half an hour in.
Usually it would be like 2 hours in. Not to get semantical.
Okay. Well, I was thinking if it was like a 12-hour shift.
Oh, yeah.
It would be 4 hours in, 4 hours, 4 hours.
Fair enough. It's Black Friday. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. Hey, I'll put this back and everything. I was just doing what I was told. He starts going back towards the.
I'm gonna eye spot where everybody is in the store real quick, and I'm gonna follow him to the back room, because if something is messing with my employees in the back room where I have snacks.
Yeah. That's not great.
Yeah.
Glow Free. The mall is very busy. You've never seen the mall this busy. Or maybe you have.
Than the last time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
fair.
a lot of people here, and there are a lot of people asking you a lot of questions.
Yes, there are.
Yeah. There may be questions to which you don't actually have the accurate answer. I say accurate because I imagine that you might just give them an answer anyways.
Yes, there's a point on days like this where I just begin malfunctioning
Yeah.
and give them whatever answer will get them to leave me alone.
That's fair.
I might actually go hang out at Talon Country just to avoid all of this, but
Yeah.
I'm worried about this weird Harumpus, the Crumpet who is in the chair
Yeah.
next to the tree that I don't like, who I have to bring lunch to now.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least he doesn't eat children, so there's
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that's like, listen, it's always good to find something nice about somebody.
Yeah, and if I can bring him in a caprese sandwich and that makes him caprese salad, I'm sorry.
Caprese
If I bring
salad,
him a
yeah.
caprese salad and that makes him happy and not eat children, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fair enough. And Chad.
Yes.
So the store got opened up. Tom actually helped a lot with getting things kind of going and everything.
So what are you here for?
So the order, they sent me along to help out, and with that little thing. Hey, he looks over at Kelly? Is she cool?
She's very cool. She's one of us.
Oh,
she hasn't,
great.
She hasn't seen the symbol yet, or the writing.
Actually, it was symbols. It was an entirely other language that was just unrecognizable.
She hasn't seen the other symbols of the language yet, so
yeah,
I didn't tell her about that.
Great. Hey, Kelly. She's like, are you? She's looking at you like, is this really Tom Hanks?
I don't think so.
So yeah.
I smile. I shrug. I'm like, and then I shrug my shoulders like, yeah, you know.
Okay. Great. Well, it's nice to meet you. So I'm mostly here because the order was a little concerned about having you eliminate the individual that from whom you got the weird language thing. So
yes.
So I'm here to help. I will go ahead and take care of killing that guy. So
you don't need to kill him.
What?
He didn't actually, because he didn't actually see it. He just gave it to me. I don't think you need to kill him.
So that's not what happened, because he was
Correct.
reading it when you were
I know.
when you walked up. Okay.
I'm aware of that.
So that seems like a manipulate someone roll.
Yes, it is. So. I'm like, I still think you should go and figure out where he got it from. I'll go with you, but I don't know.
For the audience, I always like to rub my hands when I'm ready for a bad roll.
I don't have the rules in front of me, so manipulate someone is that's a 10
Charm.
plus whatever. 11.
Yay!
What a great roll! Congratulations. They'll do it for the reason you gave them. So he's gonna believe you that you don't need to count. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So the individual had this. Well, did you look at it?
Of course I did.
Mm-hmm.
How else would I have sent a picture to them?
That's I was testing you. And did anybody else look at it?
Not that I know of.
All right, great. Old Tom Hanks doesn't like when he has to kill a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, we don't really like it when Tom Hanks has to kill a bunch of people either.
Yeah, no, it's never a good thing. So it's not something I'm big on. Yeah. So anyways, but I can still help out. How did you got this from somebody in here? We'll have to figure out exactly what's going on. You know what this is, right?
Not at all.
It is a syntaxless language.
It's a syntaxless language.
Yeah. It is syntax free. I wish I could be tax free, but I always owe the IRS something. And anyway,
I stare blankly at Tom Hanks again.
They always.
You're not talking to the one who has all the pop culture references.
I know.
Oh no! He's aware of them. he's just like,
Oh.
this guy's doing a bad Tom Hanks. He's like shaking his head like.
I mean, it looks like him. It sounds like him.
Do you want to go with me? Do you want to go down and meet with where we got this from?
Yeah. Bring me on down there.
All right, so come with me, Tom Hanks, and and
Hey.
I will continually refer to him as Tom Hanks, not Mr. Hanks, just Tom Hanks.
Actually, he says, please, my friends refer to me as Mr. Hanks.
Okay, come on, Tom Hanks, let's go. I start heading down the road.
So yeah, you have to pass by the Tempid Forum, yeah.
Is it
just
Tempid? Is it Tempid Forum or Tepid Forum?
Tepid. I don't.
Tepid.
It's like the temperature.
Tepid.
Oh, tepid.
Tepid.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
Because it's not hot, it's not cold, and we can't use lukewarm because that's trademark.
Because Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go, Jane. As
Yeah.
as Jane said, that's Star Wars. So.
Yeah. I mean, lukewarm is also Tauntaun.
I thought that joke sounded bad on the inside.
What I'm saying.
On the outside. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, Jessica, you happen to look by as Chad walks by, or closely followed, or walking next to what appears to be Tom Hanks.
Well, I was still gonna check the back because.
That's just before you're about to go in the back.
Okay.
Like you
I
set
need
Damien back.
Yeah, I need to know what's wrong with my employees because
Fair enough.
If there's more stuff going on with Black Friday than just Black Friday, we need to fix it.
All right. Well, you head to the back, and when you get there, Damien he's yelling into the office like, "You just told me to not go on break. What am I gonna do?" And he looks over at you, and then he looks into the office, and then he looks over at you, and he's just gonna one of these things again.
Is it a changeling? I'm gonna go over and stand next to Damien and look at myself.
So the person in there is wearing what you're supposed to wear for Black Friday. It's a specific outfit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't really. She looks almost exactly like what you would look like if you had decided maybe like to go out for like cheer and just stay on that path when you were very young. Her hair is dyed blonde. She is wearing a lot of like makeup
pink.
that kind of she's wearing
pink.
Yeah. And you see her and she says, this is totally going to ruin all the plans. Meanwhile, Glowfree.
I don't. Okay.
Sorry. Were you going to do something?
Yes.
What are you going to do?
Well, if she has all the powers that I have, that means we can talk to each other without actually moving our lips. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get into her head.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
And I get to roll weird for this because we're weird.
This is weird. I'm gonna call this a manipulate somebody, but we'll kind of adjust what it is. Maybe no, I'll call it it's a weird roll.
You can call it whatever you want. I rolled a 13.
Fair enough. What are you saying in her mind?
This is Black Friday. if you're messing with my Black Friday, that's against corporate. If you're going against corporate, then you're gonna lose your powers.
She screams. She's like, no! Ah, get out of my head!
Nice.
And you realize she doesn't have any of the powers you have.
Oh.
But you are in her head, so you can really. I'll tell you what. You can ask any 3 questions about her that you would like. If you want a minute to talk about it, I'll jump over to Glowfree and Jen.
Go ahead and jump over because I don't know that I want to ask questions.
Fair enough. or just if there's information you want to find out, you can ask.
Okay.
Glowfree, you see Chad, even though it seems like he just went over to open the place, he's walking by with some other person you've never seen before. And
They seem to be moving with purpose.
yeah, they're definitely moving towards the food court.
Well,
Chad, you also see Glowfree.
it's not time to get lunch. For
I will wave
Francis yet, but
Glowfree
maybe
over.
I could
I'm
get
like-
that caprese salad ahead of time and just drop it off in like a mini fridge somewhere behind in the Winter Palace. They have strange ice boxes around right now.
By the way, I love the fact that Glowfree doesn't know so many things, but you're like caprese salad, and you're like, yeah.
Totally on that.
Yeah,
Yes.
like that's 100%.
Yes.
That's a universal thing.
I mean, tomato, basil, and fresh mozzarella cheese.
Come on.
Iconic. So,
Iconic.
I guess Glowfree is going to follow.
Well, actually, Chad is waving you over.
Yeah, Chad's waving you over.
Oh, great. Hey, Chad, you're going to the food court. Me too.
And Tom says, "Whoa, what? Whoa, what's this?
I am the mall AI. Hello.
The mall AI? That's weird. You're not made out of technology." He takes off his glasses and he puts them away and he puts on another pair of glasses that looks almost exactly the same. And says, "You're something else,
Mhm.
huh?"
Thank you. We're going to the food court.
Oh yeah, Chad here was taking me to the food court to show me somebody that I just want to clear this up, Chad. I just want to make sure 100%. We don't need to kill him though.
We do not need to kill him.
Well,
Mm-mm.
no problem.
Well, I mean, unless he does something horrible once you're there, but then ask me before you kill him.
All right, okay, no, I'll ask. Yeah.
Great. I'll go with you.
Yes.
So what do you call yourself? Mall AI, and he does the little finger quotes.
First of all, I do not have little bunny rabbit ears, but you can call me Glowfree.
Glowfree. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Glowfree. I am international superstar and star of stage and screen, Tom Hanks. You might have seen some movies that I was in, like
Certainly. Mm-hmm.
The Man
Yes.
with One Red Shoe. Some other ones too.
Nice to meet you.
I was Sully. Anyway,
We're party.
yeah. We don't have to talk about that one though. I try to forget about that one as much as possible because
I look over at him. Wait, you have a problem with Bachelor Party, but you liked The Man with One Red Shoe.
Well, no. I mean, listen, Bachelor Party hasn't aged super great. I don't.
This is true.
Yeah, it's like that was a totally different time. I was just off of Bosom Buddies. It's a whole thing. So
We should move along. Yes, something about forests running.
yeah.
Mm.
That was a movie I was in. That was Forrest Gump.
Okay.
And you take him over to the food court, and Foster's there, and he's just kind of like he sees you coming, and he immediately realizes that he should be doing something that's not just standing there. So he he leans, he looks around a little bit, and he's looking for something, and he just starts wiping the counter with his bare hand.
Okay. Hello, Foster. How you doing? Foster? Foster?
Couldn't hear you there, Glowfree.
Yeah, I realized I didn't unmute myself.
That's right.
Glowfree's just gonna pick up a rag and just slide it across the table to end up right underneath his hand.
His hand.
So maybe he'll be like, oh.
He takes it. Yeah, he's like, yes, Charles from before. Chum.
Chad.
Chad. Yes.
Chad.
So, Chad, hello. I still have no food. We ran out of food.
Foster? Tom Hanks, Foster?
Yes, Tom. Tom Hanks. Oh, the need is time. Hey, is he cool then? And Tom Hanks looks at Foster, very confused. Looks at Chad. Looks at Foster. And says, hey, Foster, how do you know me? And Foster says, well, that's because you work for the boss. And Tom Hanks says, of course, the boss. Huh. And then he grabs your arm, Chad, and he goes to grab Glowfree as well and kind of drag you away. But I don't think it works, right?
I mean, it could. I technically cannot go through people.
Right. So, okay, so I guess it does kind of, he kind of pulls the two of you away, and he says, I think we're being invaded.
By what this time?
How do I explain this?
With words and quickly.
Yes.
Okay, I know just the way. Meanwhile,
so instead
Jessica,
of questions,
yeah,
because something's going on at my mall, she has some sort of. Okay, first question.
Yeah.
Is she good at being a manager?
No.
Second question, not a question. Give her the knowledge to be good at being a manager.
Wait, you're just gonna download that into her brain?
Yes. I rolled a 13.
You did roll a 13? That'll probably take up your third. Wait, so you're just.
I am taking my doppelganger and giving her all the knowledge that she needs to run this store while I'm not here.
Fair enough.
But I'm gonna get paid for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the evil twin.
There is that moment of you're just staring at each other's eyes. She calms down and then she just stops. She's just staring into your eyes, and you're looking, and when you're staring into your own eyes, and you are in front of you. It's just the most unusual experience that you can possibly have, or one of probably.
And there's
I've
things
never done
that I want to do right now, but we're on the clock.
Fair enough. But you that happens, and as you're doing that, you can hear this kind of low rumble of something else. You'll realize in a minute that it was Damien going, so am I going on break or not? And then you both snap out of it at the same time, and she stops and she goes, "Damien, you're back on the floor." And she stands up and she's like, "Okay, Chrissy is going to be here in an hour and a half. If anybody needs an early break, they can go then. I have to check to see if anybody needs bathrooms, and then we need restart." And she just starts going through the whole motion of it. What are you going to do?
I'm going to. Where is Tome Raiders, actually? Like, will I be passing by the food court to get to Tome Raiders?
Yes, you will.
Okay. Because now I have somebody competent at the store, aka me. And I'm gonna go to Tome Raiders, but if I see the other two in the food court, I will stop to talk to them. Because I have time now.
And you do. And as you're running up, you see Tom Hanks has pulled Chad and Glowfree aside, away from Foster. Thank you. And he says, he's explaining, he's like, "I know just the way to show what's going on here."
Oh, good.
Ma'am, sorry, this is it's a selfie moment.
Sure, neither of them have their phones out. So, Mr. Hanks, I don't know why you're here, but I need them because there's like body snatcher stuff going on, but it's not actually taking any of our bodies away. It's adding to our bodies.
So let me guess, you've seen somebody familiar, but they're different, right? Like almost like they're the opposite of the way they normally would be?
I saw me.
Oh. Well, that's unusual.
But it's okay. It is. Glowfree, don't go near Tepid Forum at the moment. I will take care of the tree. Don't mess with the other Jessica, because where I am shadow, she is light, and I don't want to know how much light she is.
She's not enough light to fool me, but I won't go near her.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. So, okay. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a little whistle, like a coach would have, and he blows on it. And out of one of the side doors, one of the access doors for the mall, 5 people walk out. And Tom Hanks.
Are we gonna get like Matt Damon and Brad Pitt and?
No.
No.
They're just no. Okay. These are just extras. And one of them
like
has
his brother.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or his son, Colin Hanks. Now, I guess Colin's doing some stuff. But one's wearing a black T-shirt, one's wearing a white T-shirt, and the other 3 are wearing just other different colors T-shirts. Maybe like a brown one and a green one and salmon one. I don't know why I went to salmon, but I went to salmon.
It's a popular color for the season.
Yeah. And Tom looks around and there's a bench nearby where there's somebody sitting on it. And he walks over and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am, we need to use this bench." She says, "Oh, are you?" Yes, I am. And he pulls her up and he points at the bench, and the 5 people step over and they step onto the bench. And the person in the white T-shirt is on the left side of the bench. The person in the black T-shirt is on the right side of the bench, and then the other 3 are in the middle. And so Tom looks at the 3 of you and says, "Okay, the bench, all existence, right? Just a line. I mean, it's not a line. It's hard to explain in 11th dimensional ways, but it's a line, right?"
Tommy, Mr. Hanks. timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
Yeah. So, and each of them, he points at the people, they're realities. They're different realities in existence, right? Pretty straightforward. So
Clearly, people are different realities. Yes. Mm-hmm.
so then he grabs the three people that are in the middle, and he kind of takes their hands and he kind of gently like lets them down. And he says, "So, different ends of existence, polar opposites, right? And those polar opposites, if like, well, hey, you walk over that way." So the guy in the black shirt starts walking slowly over to the other guy, and the bench, the way it sits, it actually starts to like, because it's a little bit heavy on this side, and when you put this move the fulcrum towards the center, it starts to lift up on one side. He's like, okay, and he's go back to where you were. And guy goes back over there. He says, okay, so yeah, so you see, so like, if the one reality starts going to the other reality, all existence starts to go off balance. You get the idea, right?
Yes, and I should also note to security that this bench should be bolted.
Bolted down. Yeah, I unbolted it earlier. So, and then he walks over next to the guy in the black shirt and he says, "Now, my friend here, he's been very patient and everything, but now what would happen?" And he just shoves him as hard as he can into the guy in the white shirt. The bench falls over. The two of them go rolling. The other people that were nearby, they were just kind of near him, and they like one of them stumbles and falls, and it causes this whole scene. Like, yeah, that's pretty bad, huh? That's okay. They were extras. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Not good.
What happens? What happens? So Jessica takes a black shirt
Yeah.
out of her purse because that's something she just has.
She happens to have. Yeah.
And she puts it on the person that has the white shirt. What happens if we fix it like this?
But I don't know if you can. You see, there's certain places, and I think this mall is one of them, where like these different realities will bleed over. I can illustrate this. All of you stand up. I got a penknife around here somewhere. I can show you what this looks like.
I don't think that will be
Yeah, I
necessary.
don't think so
Don't
either.
need
Are
a
you
penknife
sure?
right now.
All right.
I'm absolutely positive you do not need a knife right now.
All right.
Agreed.
But yeah, so the basic idea is like this reality is trying to. I mean, you're trying to make one reality the other reality. I don't. Could work.
Only for that part of the reality that is coming to this one.
Okay.
So anyone who comes here will just be converted to what this reality is supposed to be. That's how we fix it.
Well, I mean that may work, but
I mean,
how do
so
you
far
do that?
With my doppelganger, it's worked.
Wait, you overwrote the brain of your doppelganger?
Like, it's hard.
Huh. That's
I mean, she has the same brain waves as I do, so it's not like it was difficult to get into her head. And she was blonde, so her brain was weak to begin with.
well, I mean, that okay, that may work in that case, but like maybe if some of them are trying to overwrite us and we're trying to overwrite them, like that doesn't. There's got to be another solution in there, and I think the big thing is to figure out who's behind this.
We need to stop whatever the leak is that's causing this bleeding.
Yes.
Exactly.
Band-aids don't fix bullet holes.
So how do we find that?
That's a good question. I mean, we could figure out the locations. I mean, so you're I imagine your buddy here isn't as well. I noticed he's at a food stand. He doesn't seem to be making any food. So
Correct.
Yeah, there's something wrong with Foster.
yeah.
Yes.
So we're definitely looking at an evil parallel universe.
And there's something wrong with the Santa.
But Santa.
Yeah.
The Krampus.
And there's something wrong with Jessica's at Jessica's store.
So you got. Huh.
Well, I fixed
Alright.
her.
Yes, but these are the 3 spaces where we've noticed it.
True. We should check on the mics.
Oh dear.
We don't need 4 mics.
This is true. We barely need 2 mics.
Yeah.
Definitely go check on the mics. Are there? Well, question. He's actually. He walks. He's looking actually. Sorry. As you're kind of having that conversation, he's looking at a map of the mall, and he's looking at the different points where you've seen 3 different things. What's the name of this mall again?
5 corners.
5 corners.
So you got thing here and the thing here. The mics, you say, huh?
Yeah, the
Yes.
mics.
Would they be about here? And he points at a spot, and it's just the opposite part of the mall where the games top is.
Yeah, the games.
Just say that very specifically.
top.
Games top.
Games top. Yes.
2 words.
They're so much nicer to their employees.
It's just the opposite side of the mall, so he's clearly wrong.
Yeah. It's totally the opposite side of the mall from there. But
I
what?
mean, right here, that's where they are, and that he points exactly to where GameStop is.
Okay. Where was the first point? Like, what shop was there?
It was in a closed store.
It was a closed store.
Yeah.
Do we know if maybe it's a seasonal store, like Go Games, or like one of the calendar things?
No, it's been one that's been closed for a while. The last you knew, they were renovating it a few months back.
Well, if they were renovating it a few months back, maybe there's a shop in there now that's seasonal for the holiday.
Oh, there could be.
And they just didn't update the maps because the map doesn't always get updated on time. Glowfree, is there a shop there?
Well, it was a haunted house a little bit ago when everyone was wearing strange outfits and carrying pumpkins around the store and demanding sweets from everyone. But I don't think it is anything right now. It was, they had a lot of people dressed up and doing scary things, or trying to be scary, which, there are many other things in this mall that would have been scarier.
Yeah, the humans that visit this mall are more scared by things that aren't part of the scary.
It seems so, yes. But I believe it is closed still at this point.
Well, as the new resident king of Halloween, I better check that one out myself. And why don't you 3 go check on your friends there? We'll meet up back here in the middle in about 10 minutes.
Glowfree will appear to be going with Chad and Jessica, and then will follow Tom Hanks because Glowfree does not trust Tom Hanks. And will take any kind of weapon out of this person's hand should they come upon a weapon.
Okay. Yeah, the closest he's come is the whistle, where he had some extras come out, and then
He was looking
apparently
for a penknife, and that was not okay.
That's
Yes.
true. That's true.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Are you gonna tell us that that's what you're doing, or you
Yeah.
can even, if you willingly telepathy to me, then you can say it without, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's some Martian Manhunter shit right there.
Yeah. Hello, Megan. I took your reference to another level.
That was very good.
Oh man, but I wouldn't be able to be a white Martian. Are there black Martians? That would be cool. There aren't.
No, there's not. There's red ones. But there's
there's-
Centurions. Anyways,
There's red and green and white, and the white ones are the bad guys. unless you're Megan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, Chad and Jessica, you rush off to the games top,
Yes.
and as you get there,
Mhm.
you can see that all is not well.
Damn it.
You can tell because the two mics are there, and they are not arguing. In fact, they seem to be getting along very well.
Oh, that's not good.
Like best friend very well, or
Oh, yeah.
gay lovers very well.
Best friend very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's totally different vibe.
And you know what? Let's I'm willing to say that they're constant arguing and stuff. There's probably some tension there in the regular world. This time, no tension. They're just like best buddies, and hey, Michael, buddy, can you hand me the catalog there? I can order this for this. Oh, they're being super polite to the customers too.
Wow.
I love the idea that I'm running a game where I can use the word polite and it issues looks of horror from the entire group.
The real question is, are they offering like reasonable trade value for things that people are turning in? That'll be the real sign something.
Oh, yeah. Actually, as you're walking up, you see Mike has he's looking at a copy of let's see. I'm trying to think of a made up game. Red Head Redemption. And
yeah, it's the boy expansion for the plastic doll that came out in the 1950s game. But it's like it's a horse game where you're in the West and you're breeding horses.
Yeah, Red Head Redemption. And I know the game. And I'm sure our audience is very familiar with this. And you know what? Normally I would say like $3 to $5 in store credit, and this little kid is standing there. And well, you know what? I'm gonna say $38, and I'll give it to you cash. And he reaches in, and the kid's like, "Wow, well, thanks. I'll spend it here." It's like, "Oh, kid, you don't want to waste your brain on video games.
Mike.
You should go buy some kale with that $38.
Mike. What?
Oh, hey, Jessica.
Hey.
Hey. What's up with the hair? Is that a wig or something? Hey, did you take care of your dupe?
Yes. Which is totally not a lie. Yeah, I needed to I needed to. Anyway, do you know where the kale is in the store, in the mall? Like,
I think it's probably in All Kale the Chief, where it would normally be. He's looking at
that store.
He's looking at Chad though, and he's like, "And Champ, buddy, are you wearing something baggy or something? You don't look as swole as you usually look."
I look around at him. I'm like, no, this is my opening day uniform.
No, I don't know. Must be the light in here. Just Anyways, so listen, you guys go take care of your dupes, or you guys took care of your dupes, right?
Yeah, I'm just having a really hard time like finding a place to put her. What did you do with yours?
No, you just tied him back and shoved him, or tied him up and shoved him in the back there.
I'm gonna step away and open up my phone and call Kelly.
Okay.
Can I check the knots?
The knots?
Yeah, like I'm not really all that good at tying knots, so I'm gonna check the knots. And she starts like walking to the back
What? Oh no. Oh, yeah. It's Mike. Why don't you go with her? And the other Mike is like, "Of course, buddy. Absolutely anything for you."
Um, Shadow step.
Ooh,
Nice.
your
So,
fancy
like,
thing.
yeah, so you know how like there's lights and stuff in retail locations. I've worked in retail for so long. Anyway,
Me too.
so one of the mic that starts to step out from the counter hits it right, and I can step into his shadow
Mm-hmm.
and step out into the back room, because I've totally been in the back room for here before.
Of course.
Because like sometimes shipments get sent here that were supposed to go to my store, and
I also think that both the mics are like anybody who's cool. They just like will go and hang in the back with them.
Mhm.
yeah. Because other than the chosen one, they are also really good at throwing parties.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna sidestep into the back. And are the mics back there?
They are back there. They're they're not actually tied up. They are taped up with novelty duct tape.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's got like video game characters and stuff on it.
Yeah, but it's all Christmas-based video games. So it's like Samus Aran with like a Santa hat. It's like Santa Aran, but like taped up, and and Mario in a Santa outfit, Princess Peach in a Santa outfit. Yeah. It's
Oh man, Princess Tinsel,
tinsel.
and then like the Ornament Brothers or something.
Mario ornament. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. Marzipan Brothers. Okay. But they're back here. Are they awake?
they're back here. They're like struggling.
I'm gonna help get them out.
Okay, they're taped up.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, guys. This is gonna hurt.
They're both ow, 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 ow.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm the real Jessica. The doppelganger Jessica is blonde. Oh
Great.
God.
Well, you know what? I would have had them if this idiot hadn't gotten in my way.
Yeah.
And of course they start arguing.
They start arguing, and that's fine. So I'm gonna untape them.
Yeah.
And my plan is to copy their brains into their dupe's brains.
Whoa.
Nice.
Okay, that's intense.
Yeah.
Chad, what are you doing? You're calling Kelly, right?
I'm calling Kelly. Yes.
There's no answer.
Oh crap. All right.
Are you heading back to the store?
Yeah. Time to split the party again. Let's go. Yep.
Well, it's split. That's okay. Because we are nearing our time, and Glowfree is hanging out with Tom, or following Tom Hanks.
I have probably transitioned into my persona that looks more like a human, as I did at that party, that smashing party where I was the star guest.
Oh yeah.
And since I am a shapeshifter, I can take on that shape because I don't want to get accosted as the mall AI, but I know even so, I still have this, look about me that people just need to stop and talk to me and have pictures taken with me. And I'm actually going to really appreciate that they're doing that more to me than to this apparent, nobody. Named
there was
Tom Hanks, who thinks that he's so all that.
There was this real thing that would happen when I was working at the mall on during the holidays, that there would be people that would come to the mall just dressed up, and like these women would just be like put on the best clothes and like go and we'd be like, they're shopping? Like, is this the thing? But that's you. You look awesome. And of course Tom Hanks isn't going to recognize you.
Yeah, no, because he hasn't seen Glowfree in a sparkling silver and black tuxedo with
Oh,
silver,
nice.
silver hair.
That's amazing. Well, he's walking. He's walking pretty hurried, and he rounds a corner and he sees that the door for the store is open, and he, kind of like ajar. And so he pushes it open and he says, "You!" And then a shovel comes out, hits him right in the face, and he falls backwards. And
Cool. Is there a way that, with my super speed, that I could try to protect him?
ooh, yeah, let's do that. That's a thing. Protect someone. But
Okay, I'm gonna roll my tough, and I'm going to add 1 for my preternatural speed.
Awesome.
Because I don't like this guy, but that doesn't mean that he should get hit in the head with a shovel.
With a shovel.
Because I thought he might be on our side. I rolled an 8 plus 3, so that's an 11.
That is a very solid success. Actually, so whatever's, you can tell that something's coming at him because he starts to react to it, and in that moment, you just move forward and move him out of the way, and the two of you are out of the way, and this shovel just comes all the way down, hits the ground, and then it picks up a little bit, and you see who owns it, and it looks exactly like this person, except instead of this kind of like wispy grayish hair, that used to be kind of brown, it's slicked back, and he has a pencil-thin mustache. And he steps out of the store and he says, "It is I, Reverse Hanks, the least trusted man in the world. And only I will take this world and this multiverse for my master."
if he's done monologuing, I'm gonna say, is your master the first ones or someone else? Because I'd like to know who I'm fighting here.
No. My master's here with me. And he steps aside, and a very tall person steps out. And he stands very straight. And he also has facial hair. He's a thick mustache, but he's got big mutton chops, and his chin is bald. And he's standing there in a white suit, and he has a white hat, stovepipe hat on, and you recognize him because people have his face on money. And he says, "That's right, Malgor. It's me, Badraham Lincoln." And that's it till next time.
Okay.
All right.
So Black Friday Part 2 is going to be Spot Me a Fiver.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
That's good. That's real good.
It's so great.
We're literally fighting money on Black Friday.
Makes sense. I like that.
Good thing we haven't seen my doppelganger yet.
No.
That scares me.
Or have we? So I'm going to thank everybody for listening to the FM Gamers. Let's go around. Jane, anything to plug? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on the Twitter. Just DM me because I'm not on there very much. But it's @moonchromatic. And I don't have too much going on. I finished coloring this really cool picture that you can't see at all. There you go.
There it is.
Whoa.
That is really cool. Holy
That's
crap.
really cool.
That's a Pokemon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Zubat.
Zubat.
I started coloring it the other day because Zubat is one of my best friend's favorites, and
Nice.
I just
cool.
finished it. while we were going. Hope it wasn't too distracting. I was taking notes in the scribbles, clearly. But yeah, just stay safe, stay home, and do things that make you feel better than awful. Because that's important right now.
Like playing games and stuff.
Exactly.
With like really cool, good friends. Lana, how about you?
You can find me at Princess O Gaming on Twitter. I am also on Facebook, but I really only friend people that I know on Facebook.
Yeah. Twitter's the place to find
Yeah, Twitter is easier to find me. And then yeah, that's it. I've just been like cleaning. My I could have like made another cat out of all of the cat hair that was in my room that I cleaned out this past week. But yeah,
Frankencat.
Yeah, Frankencat. We have 6 cats, so we could totally make another cat.
You could do it. Yeah.
But yeah, we were playing Monster of the Week. It's a 2d6 apocalypse world system.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
And if you want to play it, and you can order from a brick and mortar, still do so, because that's the way to go.
Actually, for my brick and mortar Just Games, you can order the hard copy and they will send you the PDF.
Oh, fantastic! That's great to know.
A lot of at least our place, if it's available in PDF, you can buy the hard copy and they'll send you the PDF.
What's their website?
JustGamesROC.com.
Awesome. Jerry, how about you?
You can catch me on Twitter and Facebook at GM Gerrymander. That's GMG for Gerrymander, not J like my name. And you can catch me right now as one of the co-hosts of the Misdirected Mark podcast on Tuesday nights or wherever you get your podcasts. Tomorrow night we're going to be talking about GM confidence, so should be a lot of fun.
I loved your failure episode. It was so good.
We've been looking at Phil's been pulling some really good episodes.
Yeah.
And we're coming close to episode 400, which will be a big anniversary episode.
Wow.
We're probably going to have a couple filler episodes in between then as we get things going. So we'll have a lot of talking about games and other topics that are not going to be quite as focused. So that doesn't mean that we're going to be all over the place. It means we're picking talk about games as opposed to talk about a particular topic for the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, catch up with us there. Jesse?
Awesome. And as always, people can find me as Doc Palindrome wherever Doc Palindromes are sold. I am still doing comic recommendations on TikTok as Doc Palindrome. I kind of petered out a little bit last week, but I'll be doing some more. Nuts and Bolts, my comedy improv troupe, will be doing a show that is mostly not improv, but we've got some fun stuff planned this weekend. Check out Comedy at the Carlson on Facebook, and we'll be live streaming there. And that's the big one. You can find FM Gamers, FMG Casters on Twitter and Instagram. On YouTube, we're Misdirected Mark Productions. Weapon X does our theme song, and a huge thanks to Kevin, our producer.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
And we will see you in 2 weeks for the finale of Five Corners. Bye.
Bye.